Wake up, grab a cup, the morning's rolling in. Brad's got the radar up, so let the day begin. From traffic on the highway to thunder down the line, he's got what you need to know before you hit that drive. Rain, wind, lightning, or a clear blue sky. If there's trouble on the road, Brad will tell you why. It's morning coffee with Brad, where the traffic and a little chit chat. Pouring hot, turn it up, see what's coming your way. Morning coffee with Brad, let's start the day. Coffee's hot, Raiders up, Brad's on. It's morning coffee with Brad, where the traffic and a little chit chat. Pouring hot, turn it up, see what's coming your way. Morning coffee with Brad, let's start the day. Coffee's hot, Raiders up, Brad's on.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Sorry for whatever that was. I just could not get logged in this morning and nearly had a coronary trying to figure that out. But happy Tuesday morning. It is 7:06 this morning, August 18th. So already see some school buses out there flying around. A little bit of fog out there. Not too terrible. Hello, Dominic. He returns again. Glad to see you, buddy. I love it too. Joseph was actually the one that came up with that, and I said, you know what, we're going to adopt that. Kind of makes things a little bit official, so I kind of like it. We're going to start off with a little bit of weather discussion today. Have a slight chance of some rain today, guys. Now, by slight chance, I mean, I'm giving it like 10 to 15% chance of rain today. I guess I could share my screen, huh? This is our current outlook for the day. So you'll see we got that general thunderstorm shading over us, and we are up in that area right there. So you can kind of see that up there. We're barely in it. So I really don't see a large chance of us, that looks better, getting into anything. No tornado threat, not really wind threat out there at all for us. Looking at day 2 category, this is for tomorrow, for Wednesday. This is looking probably more into the overnight hours or early morning hours. It's kind of split for us, but general thunderstorms are possible. Maybe like a 30-40% chance. Nothing too significant. And all the major risks are not up in our area. Looking at Thursday, nothing. Friday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Nothing really going on out there, which is great. There's no mesoscale discussions. One thing that we will kind of look at here, this is the 6 to 10 day outlook. We are up here in below average territory. Looking after that, we stay in the average territory, and then the for the total of August, just a bit above average as far as our temperatures go. Now, our excessive rainfall outlook, we're still kind of in there. It's just because everything's so saturated. So I got a field behind our house. There's still standing water. The ground is so saturated. Any discussion of a drought is way out of the question at this point. But you can see we definitely start to really dry out. I clicked the wrong button. So there is that. Precipitation. The next 6 to 10 days looks pretty dry, but normal. Some precipitation here and there. Looking through the end of August, we get a little bit more on the drier side as we start to see that dry bubble up there around Chicago. So that's just the jet streams kind of curving down and going like that. So that's kind of what we're looking at, guys. This is more kind of getting into that fall feeling as far as where the jet streams position and things like that. Don't worry, summer's going to come back. I don't want to get that far out and start talking about September yet, as we're just halfway through this month. I have a hankering, though. We might be a little above average for September. So a little sneak peek for you there. So we talk more about that later. Looking at our 7 to 10 day forecast, today is going to be absolutely brilliant. Don't forget your sunscreen as you get out there today. Outside, it looks a little foggy out there today. The dew was really dropping this morning. When I loaded this, we were about 60 degrees. 59 actually dropped down and hit our low this morning. Right about now, 59 degrees at Fort Wayne International Airport, closest I can get to here. I will be working on linking James's weather station here. I'm going to talk to him some more about that. That'll give us more accurate things to look at there. So tonight, mostly cloudy, then a chance of showers, probably early in the morning. You can see high as 76 tomorrow. It's going to be really cool feeling out there with a little bit of rain showers in the morning. And then in the evening, in the evening, we'll see that chance of thunderstorms come up, maybe a couple rumbles of thunder or two, but then it's going to turn partly cloudy. And then Thursday is going to be a fantastic day. So if you want to have a picnic for lunch, that will be your day to do it. Our humidity and dew points are going to stay relatively low, guys. So it's going to really start to feel comfortable out there. Thursday night, we got bonfire weather, low of 57. It's going to be nice and kind of have that chill in the air like it does this morning. This morning was a great morning to get out, have a cup of coffee, sit on the front porch. But here I am talking to you guys. I am not complaining one bit, though. I love talking to you guys every day. One thing we're going to talk about, let's bring that back a little bit. So this is, everybody's been sharing it. Let's talk about it. You guys don't get to see this stuff too much, but the Roush Reservoir, the water level's up. Right now, we're just above 780 feet, I think. Actually, 779.7. Still on the rise. What does that mean? That we're still taking in more water than we're putting out. So computed inflow, that's this guy right here. We can see it's starting to drop, but it's still coming in quite significantly compared to the normal down here. And then, so our rain chances, those are dropping off, which is great. And then we have our flow release. So they're not releasing a whole lot of water right now because we got more storage capacity. And that is a good thing. So as far as storage utilization goes, we're sitting about 36% above normal pool. So, we got a long way to go before we hit that 100% mark. So the dam is doing its job and they are letting it hold some water so those people downstream can get rid of their water while we have the ability to store it. And it just kind of keeps it from making the flooding worse. That's the job of the dams. So thank God they're doing that. Today we're going to also talk about the Huntington newsletter that came out. We'll get to that here in just a moment. Just a little bit on the news side of things. And there's some good positives in there and really happy about that. Going to kind of piggyback on some of the things we talked about yesterday. We got a little fog out there today. Like I said, it's not bad. It's just a little hazy, if that's what you want to call it. And I saw some school buses out there going, and it looks like it's going to be a fantastic day. When the kids get off the school bus, feel free to let them play outside today. It's going to be fantastic. Don't forget the sunscreen. It is August. The sun is high. and the chance of burning is a little bit higher. Our UV index is going to be high today. Bible verse of the day today, since I decided to skip that for the last 12 minutes, we're going to go over Romans 6:5 today from the New Living Translation. Says, since we have been united with him in his death, we will also be raised to life as he was. That means that we have life after death. If you accept him as Jesus Christ, as your Lord and Savior, you're gifted eternal life, right? Be saved, repent, and be close to him. So we'll go over a couple of things in the newsletter today. Don't forget, we mentioned it yesterday, Moose Lodge is going to have Coney Day today. They're going to have Coney dogs out, 2 dogs and fries or tots are $7. That's a pretty cheap lunch option, cheaper than any fast food restaurant you can go to. $2.75 for 1 dog, dine in or carry out on that. They didn't ask me to pass that along. I just see things that I like to pass along, and I got a new one as well. Don't forget about the Lady Vikes. Excuse me. Lady Vikes Banner Club to support the girls basketball. Check that out on the Huntington Chamber of Commerce Facebook page. And then Huntington University is going to have Constitution Day program September 16th at 6:30. It's going to be free admission on there. You'll get to hear from Ulysses S. Grant and Abraham Lincoln on that as well. The band starts at 6:30, gates open at 6:15, and the actual event starts at 7. So be there or be square. Labor Day coming up on September 7th. Get ready to start shutting our pools down. Fall is on the way. Did follow up on a little bit of daylight savings legislation that did pass the Senate. I think it was just last week. So that might be coming to us. If you're sick of changing your clocks, there's good news coming for you in the future. Looks like the city is going to be probably moving forward on a pool idea. For people like me, that would be nice to see that possibly happen over around the splash pad. Touch a Truck coming up September 12th, 9 to noon. 9 to 10 is going to be quiet time, so keep that in mind. We will be there with the Storm Raider truck, just like we were last year. Give you guys up front, close, and honest look in the truck and see what we got. So we'll have a table set up with all of our equipment and everything like that. That's going to be out the Huntington Municipal Airport. So feel free to come out and take a look at that. You want to see us in the truck and the whole crew, it sounds like. We got the Andrews Parade on August 22nd. We are going to be participating in that and throwing candy at you while you're looking on the side of the street. I promise we won't throw it too hard. Pioneer Festival, everybody's favorite festival, coming up September 26th and 27th. My kids are always looking forward to seeing Abraham Lincoln out there. That guy is actually pretty awesome. Looking at road conditions, we got some closures on 124 at 69 and possibly out there just south of Lancaster. Walmart Drive is going to be getting repaved soon. Looks like they're just going to kind of retop it. Plan accordingly at that. That's going to be Walmart Drive between Howenstein Road and North Point Avenue. Airport Expressway seems like it's wrapping up. They're out just west of or east of Roanoke. Got construction on I-69. Keep in mind, I didn't see the sign when I drove through there the other day, but they knock it down to 55. And, you know, around some of the state, they've been putting the photos up for photo enforcement, and they will send you a ticket. And then there's also construction at 69 and 24 on the west side of Fort Wayne there. So be cautious going on 69. They got a weird lane switch going on and everything like that. We got Roanoke Fall Fair coming up the 10th and 11th of September. And the Roanoke Rodeo at the Roanoke Park, that's going to be September 13th at 5:30. Justin sent us that. So definitely wanted to make sure we got in and mentioned that to you guys. Hopefully you guys are having a good morning. We're looking at 718. We're about 60 degrees outside right now. It's got a little bit of chill in the air. We had plenty of dew out this morning. But looking at the newsletter, typically we'd go over this on a Monday. Kind of forgot about that. Help if I shared it. There we go. So there we go. So this is, I don't know if you guys get this in your email or if you see it on the Facebook page. If you don't get a chance to go over it, I'll do it every Monday, and I will do it biased and um, pretty standard. So this is talking about Edna Street and the flooding that they had. So you can see up there was a pretty bad flood. This was back in 2013 when we had that like copious amount of rain. And so it's had 7.1 inches of rain in a 9-day period. And this is after 6.1 inches of rain in a 6-day period. So if they're saying 6.1 inches, cheers, because that means that we were right on the mark. It says Huntington received significant rainfall this week, and more is expected. About 6 inches fell late Sunday through Friday morning. And the heaviest rains Tuesday and Wednesday caused a few instances of localized flooding and standing water on roadways. But as you guys notice when you drive around, there's not as bad as flooding. As far as County Road 200 that goes out past the industrial complex out there, they need some work on that road. But that's why they're investing on the infrastructure. All the construction projects that we kind of get mad about and things like that, this is the benefit. So these people didn't have, their homes flooded as it was back in 2013 due to the work that they've done. Oaktober is coming up. Register by September 6th. They'll plant a free tree or street tree at your home or property. The goal is to plant 500 trees this October. And you got until September 6th to register for that. And they are doing a little Root for Your Block competition as well. So Team Cedar is in the lead. The winning zone will receive a community celebration at Huntington Drive-In, a street lined with 100 extra trees donated by Indiana University's McKinney Climate Fellowship Program. 73 new single-family lots at Huntington's Crown Hill Farm subdivision. They're going to use a TIF financing for that. That is tax increment financing. This is not a new tax. Okay. This is using a portion of future property tax revenue generated by new development within the district to reimburse some eligible infrastructure costs. So they're still working on that process. They're going to go through the hearings and things like that. It's got to be approved by city council, but that is very possible as well. We do need some more housing to make it competitive and to continue building. So, and here's where they're talking about a community pool. They're still working on to see if it's responsible to do so. I think it is. I think we need it. So they're checking to see if such a project is feasible. We've heard some other news about that they're trying to move forward so it doesn't cost more down the road. I think they're looking at about $3 million as a total right now. We got a new factory being built. That is Hanjung America. That is a South Korean company that is building a factory there just west of State Road 9 in the newer industrial complex. It's a pretty big build, actually. So that is really awesome. I didn't see this. This is coming up here at the end of the month. United Way of Huntington County is bringing together volunteers, businesses, churches, and community groups to roll up their sleeves and give back through meaningful service projects across the county. The Day of Caring will make a significant difference through projects that support local residents and community organizations. You can sign up as an individual or gather your team as part of the day to make a lasting impact. Check-in begins at 8:30 Saturday, August 29th, and volunteer activities run through noon that day. So if you want to give back to the community, there's an awesome way to do it there. They're going to look over some of the zoning and development rules concerning housing at the next Huntington Plan Commission's meeting. That's going to be at 6:30 on the 27th at the temporary city offices. So that is in the evenings. That's awesome. If you guys want to take review of some of these meetings and get out there and be part of the community, that's a good way to do it. This is cool. Did you know soon you'll be able to borrow a neighborhood movie night kit from the Huntington City Township Public Library? The kit includes an outdoor screen, projector, speakers, and it gives neighbors a new way to connect and get to know each other. Visit the library for details. We might actually have to do that. That would be awesome. So, kind of rent that and then throw like a storm chaser movie night down at the splash pad or something. That'd be pretty cool. The city and library are also teaming up for the next neighborhood connectors meetup. I didn't know they'd been doing this in the past, but it says if you want to start building connection and community in your neighborhood, this is a meeting for you. Join us at 7 p.m. Tuesday, September 8th, at the basement of St. Peter's First Community Church on Etna Avenue. So that's going to be actually pretty cool to start bringing neighborhoods together. I remember when I was a kid, the neighbors would get together and we'd have like a community barbecue. All the kids would be outside playing. It was a good time. So maybe that could be the start of something, bringing it back from the past. We get a blast from the past, whip out the grill and have some time. We already went over Touch Truck. Quiet Hour is going to be from 9 to 10 a.m. That's going to be on September 12th, 9 to noon at the Huntington Municipal Airport. So keep that in mind. 9 to 10 a.m. will be a quiet hour, and your horns, sirens, and loud noises will be off to provide a sensory-friendly experience for children and families. I look forward to this every year. I mean, well, last year was my first year doing that, and it was a blast. I got to meet a lot of really cool people. A lot of cool people got to meet me. And we had a lot of cool storm conversations, which was awesome. So I really look forward to that. And I still want to get out there and do like a meet and greet kind of like storm preparedness thing. At this point, I'm going to work on putting together a winter safety kit, something that you can look at and just have a good feeling about what you're going to put in your car for this winter as we get closer to that part of the season. Coming up next month, the annual Little River Cleanup is scheduled for Saturday, September 26th. They're going to start with quick orientation at 8:30 at the Erie Rail Trail Bridge, and then you'll be able to wade into the Little River and pick up trash in the water along its banks. Don't forget to dress in clothes that you can get wet. And as it's towards the end of September, keep in mind, be ready in case it's a cooler day when you get out there. A little bit about community meetings. If you want to do that, Board of Public and Safety Works, their next meeting is going to be the 17th. That was yesterday. Sorry about that. City Council's next meeting is scheduled for 7 p.m. on Tuesday, August 25th at the Viking Cafe in Huntington North High School. Please park in the west lot and enter at door 6. And they're also live streamed on the YouTube channel. This is one thing that I absolutely love to see our community doing. Huntington Main Street, bringing Market on Main Street to downtown Huntington on the third Friday of the month, April through October, from 3 to 7 p.m. Enjoy food, shopping, activities, and entertainment in our welcoming and unique downtown. This season's monthly themes will be Friday, August 21st, the Streets in Motion. Friday, September 18th, Fiesta in the Street. And then October 16th is going to be Oktoberfest. So that sounds awesome. Splash into Water Safety, a free community event for families. Looks like this is going to be sponsored by the YMCA. Part of it, yes. But this is going to be at Drover Park Splash Pad over here off of Etna. It's going to be an evening of resources, play, and free food. Learn about Water Watcher and information about water safety. Participate in fun and educational activities. So it says that's going to be the Huntington County Health Department at the Drover Park Splash Pad from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. on August 25th. You'll be able to have water safety tips, information about local swim lessons, life jacket and water watcher education, hands-on activities, community resources, plus free pizza and water. That actually sounds like a good time. Might have to keep that in mind for the kids. The 2026 Music in the City concert series wraps up with a performance of Rock of Elders at 7 p.m. on September 12th. It's going to be on the Courthouse Square on East Franklin Street. If you show up early, you get some local shopping, delicious food in the heart of downtown Huntington. Huntington County Health Department and HOPE will host a community conversation on suicide prevention and mental health at 6 p.m. Tuesday, September 15th at Huntington North High School. Keep that in mind. That's going to have an awesome Q&A session in there. This is where we talked about Constitution Day. That was awesome. A Walk for Hope is going to be September 19th at their multi-purpose track, 5:30 p.m. It's whether you've been personally impacted by suicide, supporting someone who has, or simply want to stand for hope. Everyone is welcome. I might even just go take the wheelchair over there and knock that out. Wanted for the Forks of the Wabash Pioneer Festival, Huntington, Indiana, September 26th and 27th. They're looking for antiques, craft vendors, victuals, encampments, engines and tractors, farmers market, motor cars, Old Town, Young Guns Fun, and lively entertainment and skilled demonstrators. Vendor applications can be found at pioneerfestival.org. Deadline is August 5th. It's already passed. If you're still interested, though, and you want to be a vendor, go to Huntington Pioneer Festival at gmail.com. So that's going to be on the 26th and 27th. It's going to be the 50th anniversary celebration. So that is going to be absolutely outstanding. Can't wait for that. I've been talking a lot. Hopefully you guys don't have any questions on that because I don't even know where I'd start back. Hi, Melinda. Good morning. Hopefully I didn't miss you for too long. I just now saw that. 3 minutes. So let's go and look at some of the weather models for today. This is a precipitation type. We'll go in here. Let's see. Init time is good. So you can kind of see the weather kind of breaks apart as it comes through. So the chance of showers is there. What time is that? That is Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, right there. Now it says severe. I'm betting it's not what I wanted. Want that. I'm betting it's not going to be. And that's just based off of instability and whatnot. I hate to be that guy, but that's what we're looking at. And it doesn't really seem to stick around for our area. So Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, around 5 p.m. Looks like we're going to have some precipitation come through, but it doesn't look like it's going to be anything really significant because things kind of die out around us. So, but keep that in mind. We get some showers tomorrow afternoon or whatnot. Current radar is actually looking pretty good. Got a little bit of the misty fog going on right around there in this whole corridor right here, all the way up into Michigan as well. It's not too bad out there, which is good. All those little red dots are storm spotters. I don't mean to keep that on there. I apologize. I'll get it shut off one of these days. And then there's your 7-day forecast. So we covered a lot this morning so far. It's 7:32 this morning. Get a quick update on that. I believe we're starting to warm up. Nope, still 59 degrees. I'm going to call it 60 here in the Huntington General Metro area. We had a little bit of fog as the school buses were starting to move around the day there. And if there's something fun you want to do, you can go to the registration. Registration is open for fall 2026 spotter training. This is going to be on the line. It says you only ever need to attend one session. Training is free to attend. Registration is required for virtual sessions and strongly recommended for in-person as limited seating is available. It lasts about 2 hours. They'll take a brief stretch break, and it is not county specific. Recommended age is 14 and older. For the virtual sessions, you'll need a computer with internet access, active email address, and audio capability. Microphone is optional. Phone access is available if speakers and microphone do not work on your computer. So yeah, good time there. Testing, 1, 2. I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. We're going to come up, take a quick break here for a second. I was like, what just happened? There we go. I was missing something this morning. I knew what it was. All right, guys. Well, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to stretch my legs just a little bit, and we will be back here shortly. It breaks the chains and gives strength to the weak. When I am lost, you're there with me. Your grace alone can set me free. Your grace abound, it knows no end. It covers me and is my defense. When I am weak, you're strong for me. Your grace alone can set me free. Your grace alone is good enough. Without your grace, there is no love. Wherever I go, you go with me. Your grace alone can comfort me. Your grace extends and offers life that never ends, and I don't know why. When I am lost, you're there with me. Your grace alone can set me free. Your grace alone is good enough. Without your grace, there is no love. Wherever I go, you go with me. Your grace can comfort me. Your grace alone is good enough. Without your grace, there is no love. Wherever I go, you go with me. Your grace alone can rescue me. Your grace alone can save me. Save me. All right, guys, we are back. 7:37 this morning. Just about 60 degrees outside with a little bit of fog and mist out in the air out there. We are on our last leg of the day. So glad to have you along here. Sorry for the late start today. That was absolutely bonkers. It wasn't necessarily a password issue, but we kept getting a 404 error trying to come on this morning, and that was not what I would call a good time. So I about had a heart attack, but we got to figure it out. This kind of needs to update. Surely there's an update out there. Well, let's do that. Get a better temperature reading that way. Anywho, about 60 degrees, somewhere around there. Quite a few things to talk about construction projects coming up. We got the new construction project at 300 West and Division Road. If that is a travel area for you, keep that in mind. Okay, that's not what I wanted. So we are still sitting about 59 degrees out there right now from the Huntington Airport is what it looks like. Anyway, new construction project on 300 West and Division. That is out by the landfill in the south side of town here. The intersection they have it curves and it kind of makes like that wavy, goes uphill and then kind of drops down, right? So what they're going to do is they're going to take that and they're going to flatten it out a little bit so they can have less accidents. I wouldn't be opposed to a four-way stop. That is a former highway. They got some grants coming in for that. So they're not footing the full bill for it. But safety is important on that. We also have Walmart Drive. It's going to be getting repaved. There's quite a few other roads that are going to be getting put on the repaving project there. But the reason I mentioned Walmart Drive is I know that's a busy road. Landmark wise, it goes from the corner of Houndstein Road and Walmart Drive where Monroe and Bippus Bank is, straight down to where it tees on the other end, just past Jimmy John's on North Point Avenue. And so that whole section there is going to get repaved. So keep that in mind. As people drive in between KFC and Jurgens, it may affect you right in there. Hopefully it'll get rid of some of the standing water as they get through and get that done. State Road 114 has ongoing culvert replacement. Justin told me yesterday that eventually they're going to go down 105 as well to about 800 north. Sorry, I can't read my handwriting. So that's going to be kind of a little bit of a pain for people to drive out and around there. I-69 north and south around the GM plant and 24. Keep that in mind. We've got some lane switches and some construction around there. Airport Expressway, hopefully they're coming to the end of that because that is not what I would call a fun drive at all. We went over some events today, some really good events coming up, such as the Pioneer Festival. That's going to be September 26th, 27th. Andrews Parade is going to be August 22nd. Touch a Truck coming up September 12th. You guys can catch most of that on the city newsletter. Daylight savings time looks like that was passed by the Senate, waiting on the House to pick that up and run with the torch there so we can quit changing our clocks. That'll be awesome. Labor Day is coming up September 7th. Hopefully you guys are ready for that. We've got some apple picking coming up in our future here. Can't wait. September 16th, Huntington University hosting Constitution Day program. Doors open at 6:15. Band starts at 6:30, and the event starts at 7 for a chance to see Ulysses S. Grant and Abraham Lincoln. So that is going to be absolutely fun. Today, if you need some lunch, go out to the Moose Lodge. They're going to have Coney Dog Day from 11 to 1:30. You can get 2 dogs and fries or tater tots for $7 or $2.75 for 1 dog only. Dine in or carry out is available for that. Roanoke Fall Fair is going to be the 10th and 11th of September, and the Roanoke Rodeo is going to be September 13th at 5:30 p.m. Adults are going to be $15, 12 to 4-year-olds $10, 3 and under free. That's going to be at the Roanoke Park. So got some of the fog moving out of the area. Like I said, had some school buses out and about this morning. Should stay primarily dry today. Tomorrow we got a chance of storms rolling through around the 5 p.m. hour. There is a chance of some showers today. It really wouldn't be morning coffee with Brad if I didn't drink some Joe, right? And speaking of drinking some Joe, I bought my beans from the Coffee Bean Counter, and this is after I already signed up for the Atlas Coffee Club. Compare them, but I don't remember where these beans. Nicaragua, I think they came from, is what the bag said. But really, really good coffee. I have a Burt Grinder coffee maker. It grinds the beans, puts it in the basket, and it kind of does its thing, right? But I've been slowly working on the settings, and the coffee's not so spicy today. Usually the coffee has to get through, the water has to get through some mud to make the coffee. kind of being a little bit on the lighter side of the house. I might like that. But found the coffee maker online. It was through Gevi, Gevi, I think. It's like $138, but I can say it's one of the best coffee makers I've had. So there is that. But Coffee Bean Counter, that's where I was going with that. If you have not been in there yet, go in there. They deserve your business. It is a super comfortable atmosphere. I was really comfortable going. I might go today. I was really comfortable in there today. And I used to go to Starbucks a lot and get a caramel frappuccino. And I can kind of cut in on that and say, not even a comparison. It was the best caramel frappuccino I have ever drank. And I mean, my caramel frap days go all the way back to when I was in the military, back in 2010, I think is when I started drinking them. But absolutely fantastic. I thought I was going to feel like a frou-frou mention that, but no, it is good. It is good. So as far as the news goes, that's about it. As far as what I have written down, not a whole lot going on out in the community, which we can't complain about, I don't think. So we can share my screen again since I knocked myself out of it. Hopefully you guys are having a good Tuesday. Your Monday wasn't too bad. Happy to have you guys here with us. Let's make this a little bit bigger. So right now we're sitting around that 59-degree marks. It's partly cloudy. We've got a little bit of fog around the area. Nothing too bad. Winds are light and variable. The high is going to be in the upper 70s. I was saying yesterday about 77. I'm still feeling pretty good about that. Slight chance of some thunderstorms or some showers after midnight. Lows are going to be in the mid-60s tonight before Wednesday when we get another cold front moving through with a chance of thunderstorms in the evening. See, this has a slight chance of thunderstorms. So I really believe that that's probably about right because I wasn't seeing anything too concrete on the weather models. We'll go over that here. Oh, excuse me, momentarily. Thursday is the day. Partly cloudy in the morning, then becoming mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 70s. I'm saying about 76, 77 on that. Northeast winds around 5 miles per hour. So you see northeast. That is the important part there. That's what's pushing our temperatures down right now. Thursday night, lows in the upper 50s. And then lows in the mid 50s by Sunday night. And then upper 50s Saturday night. So maybe a little bit of a bonfire. I know the Huntington County Storm Chasers, we're going to get together on Friday night, it sounds like, to have ourselves a little pizza party. The guys have earned it. But, you know, we need a little bit of a hangout, you know, get the crew together and whatnot. So that's going to be fun. Just to kind of get together and fellowship with those guys a little bit. And just have a good time. So that's what we're going to do. I really enjoy doing that. So looking at the current radar, a little bit of fog out there, nothing too crazy. Got to ignore some of that because it's just feedback based off the radar. We went over the weather models earlier. I will do that one more time, looking at reflectivity. This is Tuesday. As you can see, we got some spotty showers out there. And then we get early Wednesday morning and things kind of break apart as they come through. You might see a sprinkle or two, but nothing too crazy. And then we move. Let me make this. Does that get rid of that? No, it doesn't. All right. Now we're moving into Wednesday. A few showers around the area around 3 p.m. Nothing too terrible. Then things kind of develop to our south. And then we get some showers that move through overnight Wednesday into Thursday morning. And then we start to dry out. So nothing crazy that I'm looking for in the future forecast there. So no complaints. We went over the Huntington Digital newsletter today as well. You can catch this every Friday. We typically go over it Mondays, and I forgot it yesterday. So I apologize for that. Kind of a comparison of what these street projects have done to eliminate some of this flooding, which is fantastic. And we talked about October Fest. You got till September 6th to sign up for a free street tree. The city's going to go around and plant some trees, and I'm going to call and see if maybe we're in it in our neighborhood this year. Oh, you can't hear me? Hello? Testing 1 2. I show my mic's on. Melinda, if you can hear me, I just responded to you. Let me know if my sound is working. Hopefully it is. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Yeah, I see my mic is working, possibly. We'll bump out of this real quick. Sound good, bad? Let me know in the comments. I don't show I'm muted. Okay, good. All right. Melinda said she may not be hearing it. So, Melinda, if you're still having trouble, let me know. Melinda says no sound. All right. We'll see what she comes back with here. But we got some new trees getting planted. I'm going to see if we can get on that as well. We went over the proposed residential tax increment financing for 73 new single-family lots adding to Crown Hill Farm subdivision. I'm not even sure where that's at. I'm going to have to go look at that. But this is to help create a public-private partnership between the city and developer, the Biggs Group, to help finance the infrastructure needed to prepare the lots for development. So that's going to include things like sewer, water, and road and whatnot. So that's going to help get those things in there. And don't forget, we're working to figure out a community swimming area. So they're working on that as well. We got, okay, good. Was it your phone or was it me? The city continues to build new infrastructure to support development at the River Fork West Industrial Complex. A second 12-inch water main is nearing completion. So that is going to be awesome once they get that factory up and running. United Way is bringing together some volunteers and businesses for Saturday the 29th for a volunteer day to help become to support local residents and community organizations projects. We got some community meetings coming up. But this is really cool, guys. I don't know if you saw this or not. The Huntington Library is going to give out kits for a movie night, neighborhood movie night. So you guys can have a movie night with your neighbors if you want to invite them over for a movie night so you can connect and get to know each other. That comes with a outdoor screen projector and speakers. Get a hold of the library for details on that. They're also working on a Neighborhood Connectors meetup. If you'd like to do that, 7 p.m. Tuesday, September 8th at the basement of St. Peter's First Community Church. Touch Truck's coming up. Can't wait for that. That is September 12th. Be there or be square. The next month, the annual Little River cleanup is going to be on Saturday, September 26th. Be there around 8:30 for orientation. Cannot wait for that. Just more public meetings between the high school and the Huntington City building, and some parking on there. And then Market on Main Street is going to be awesome. We got some themes coming up. August 21st, Streets in Motion, Fiesta in the Street on September 18th, and Oktoberfest on October 16th. August 25th at the Splash Pad, they're going to have a water safety day to talk about Water Watcher and information about water safety. And they're going to have pizza and water. Food is provided. Huntington Chalk Walk's coming up. That is going to be September 5th outside of the Huntington County Courthouse. So check out the sidewalk art and enjoy the live music from Backroads Band and delicious food from JB's Food Truck. Artists can arrive as early as 8 a.m. to start their projects. Music in the City, the last one's going to be Rock of Elders on September 12th at 7 p.m. at the courthouse on East Franklin Street. So you can be there or be square for that as well. I think I'm going to actually try to hit this one. Community conversation on suicide prevention and mental health. That's going to be at Huntington North High School, Tuesday, September 15th. We talked about celebrating Constitution Day, September 16th and 17th, with 2 special presentations featuring historic reenactors. So that's going to be over at the Huntington University Zerker Auditorium. I didn't see that. So that's going to have Abraham Lincoln and Ulysses S. Grant. But on Thursday, September 17th, the Huntington County History and Education Center will host a portrayal of Ulysses S. Grant at 7 p.m. So check that out. Walk for Hope coming up September 19th. It's going to be a busy month next week, or next month. Pioneer Festival's coming up. If you didn't get signed up for that as a vendor, the information's in the newsletter for that. All right. And I think I covered everything. Does anybody have any questions about that? We're coming up to the question and answer section of Morning Coffee with Brad, and we are here for you. So if you have any questions, now's the time. Silence is golden unless you have a question. So yeah, sorry for the late start today, guys. I kind of talked a little fast today. I'm working on that. I know it's hideous. We bounce in and out of quite a few people in here sometimes, which is nice. But with consistency will come growth. So, and especially once we get into these winter weather days, I just have to work on getting myself some sleep. I don't know if I look like it or not, but I did not sleep at all last night. I had physical therapy yesterday, and I don't know, we're gonna have to talk to him. My body's mad. So I have some nerve issues, and we're gonna find out some more information coming up on Thursday when I have an EMG. They're doing a full body EMG, which is going to be kind of weird, but they're doing hands, feet, legs, and arms. So that is not going to be a fun day. I will accept any prayers you can for that. But the faster we get some answers is hopefully the faster I get out of a wheelchair. So that will be fantastic news to get something good out of that. Upcoming storm chaser days. Anything I see in the future? We get some rain out there. That's about it. So I know somebody asked me about that the other day, and I was like, I just don't see anything. So it's kind of unfortunate. So that is that. So have we warmed up at all yet? No, we have not. Oh, let me go back over that real quick. Boom, back up there. So this is for the Roush Reservoir. You can see we're up to 779.7 feet. We're normally at 749 is where we typically are, but with all the rain that we've had, we've collected all that extra water. We're about 30 feet higher than normal water level. Inflow, that's this right here, is starting to kind of start to trickle and come down. So that's good. And then we'll continue that process. The flow release, you can see they've tanked it almost to zero. They started to go up and then they dropped it. So what they're doing is giving all the rivers downstream a break. Okay, so that is a good thing. And being that we're only at 36.6% of total storage capacity, we're doing all right. So that is good news. This was shared by the Army Corps of Engineers. The website was. So if you follow their page, you can also get that information as well. It is good information to have. So, we can keep an eye on what they're looking at and what they're doing as far as that goes. But you can also see through that the Mississinewa Reservoir and the Salamone, and then kind of see how things trickle down and drop And you know, especially for the salamone, you know, got this salamone and the Mississinawa, the people who like to go to the beach out there, you know, until it gets down closer to that normal pool level, they're not going to open the beach. You know, and then there's going to have to be cleanup and things like that, especially after big floods. So keep that in mind. All right, guys. Any other questions today before we log out and continue our day? We're going to be back bright and early tomorrow at 6:30 in the morning, barring any other issues. Technology is not our enemy, hopefully. But that is going to do it for us today. Unless you have any other questions, give it just another minute here. It's never too late. And always, if you have any other questions, feel free to send us a message, and I have no problem answering those questions for you. So we are always roaring and rocking and ready to go to answer any questions you guys may have. So that is it. We'll see you guys on the next one. See you tomorrow morning.
Wake up, grab a cup, the morning's rolling in. Brad's got the radar up, so let the day begin. From traffic on the highway to thunder down the line, he's got what you need to know before you hit that drive. Rain, wind, lightning, or a clear blue sky, if there's trouble on the road, Brad will tell you why. It's morning coffee with Brad.